GP didn't call it sleep paralysis, he called it the hag. The first time he talks about his encounter with the hag was in this video titled Angry Grandpa Explains the Hag.
Bob.
What now?
Okay, your fans have a question.
They always got questions.
This is a different one. They want to know, they want you to explain what the hag is. What is the hag?
Many years ago, I wasn't drinking out of my mama's house. And I was sitting in an easy chair. And all of a sudden, man, I couldn't breathe. It was like somebody took their hand, cut it on down. And I went, oh God, I'm trying to talk, nobody can hear me. I tried to move, couldn't move. Next thing I know, somebody in the room saying, oh my God, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? And we had this black lady, that's the hag. That's the hag. She come up, she started cussing. Goddamn bitch, get off him. Get off him. He ain't done nothing to you. And I'm going, in my mind, man, I was trying to fight to get up. I couldn't move. The hag was laying on top of me. I couldn't move, man. She was like, I couldn't, oh man. Can't breathe, can't move. And that cousin made the hag move. So I asked the old lady, I said, what was that? She said, that was the hag. She said, you were sitting there and the hag was in the house and you were vulnerable. And the hag jumped on you. And when the hag jumps on you, you can't move, you can't breathe, you can't shit. And she's real. And she comes when you least expect her. And I've had the hag on me full time.
The first thing I noticed in this video was when he jolted immediately after Kid Behind the Camera mentions hag, followed by this 5-second pause.
They want you to explain what the hag is.
Also, we now know where Grandpa gets the term hag from. Some lady that was in the room shouting, "That's the hag," when everybody realised Grandpa was in a sleep paralysis state. The lady's solution to get rid of the hag was to shout it and call it names. Grandpa used this tactic from then on. In this video titled The Hag, he goes into detail on the hag's appearance.
The hag, man, she's an ugly bitch, man. She got, she wants to suck your tongue and take your breath away and kill your ass. But literally, I have had the hag on me, man. You get there and you can't move. The fat bitch on top of you, you just can't do nothing. You're going, my God. When did old Bertha get on top of me? It ain't Bertha's the fucking hag. I'd hate to be Mr. Hag, because if he's as ugly and as fat as she is, that one ugly motherfucker. But you gotta cuss the hag, man. That's the way you get the hag off your ass. I've had a lot of youngins write me, Grandpa, I've had the hag, man. I thought I'm gonna die. How do I get the hag off of me, Grandpa? I just fucking told you! Clean your fucking ears out! Get the wax out the motherfuckers! Jesus fucking Christ! Cuss her fat, ugly ass! And she'll go away. It's ugly! Fat! Got sits with the fuck out the head and shit, you know? Goddamn teeth are looks like some kind of growling dog with goddamn tooth decay. Watch out for the hag! It's the time! It's the time! Beware! To arms! To arms! Fight the hag! Cuss her ugly ass!
Big and unpleasant looking, with massive zits everywhere, rotted out sharp teeth, sucking your air out your lungs when you're at your most vulnerable point, sleeping. In this video titled Grandpa's Near-Death Experience, he explains how he had hernia removal surgery and died. He was in a coma for 3 weeks after that. Then he eventually wakes up and talks about the things he has seen.
Anyway, they took that hernia out. They lost me on the table. I died. Anyway, he took the hernia. He repaired the hernia, you know. I didn't quite come back because they lost me. All of a sudden, man, my daughter came from fucking New York, Kimberly. And everybody done give me up for dead. My daughter started, "God damn you, Daddy. Wake your fat fucking ass up, you son of a bitch. Who the fuck you think you are? You gonna leave all of us and we gonna be alone without you? Wake your old ass up. Dad, I love you. We all love you. Wake up." I woke up. I get Mr. telling the story. Nurse told Kimberly, says, came running in the room because they had me hooked up to monitors that was showing outside of the damn nurse's station. And all of a sudden, vital signs started coming back. I had a pulse again. I was living. They went in, and Kimberly said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset him." Nurse said, "Hell no. You do whatever it is you do, because you making him wake up." Hard story to tell. There I was. My eyes were open. I was looking around at my daughter. By then, Tina and the other kids came in, you know, my grandkids. And I started telling them what I seen. The demons, man. There were demons in every corner of my fucking room. They were sitting in my bed. They were saying, "Come on, Grand Charlie. Come on, Charlie. You mine. You next. Come on. We waiting on you. We waiting on you." There was a demon on my bed. There was a demon on my nightstand. There was a demon everywhere. Them demons were waiting on me. It's strange. Before that surgery, I didn't give a fuck about nobody. You could have needed 50 cents and I'd have laughed at your ass, because I wouldn't give you shit. I always thought there was an ulterior motive to everything anybody done for me. But them demons scared me. Them demons were after my ass. I mean, I knew I was going to hell. All of a sudden, man, there was a light. I started falling. And you've heard the story of a lot of people, but I actually experienced it. I was falling, and the light was so bright. My God, man, sunglasses wouldn't even stop that light as bright as it was. There was my mama. I talked to her, my dad, my grandmother, people from the past. I was falling, and the light was so bright. I kept falling. All of a sudden, man, it got so goddamn bright. I had to and a voice came from nowhere and says, "Not now, Charlie. Maybe later, but not now." And I woke up, and I heard my daughter hollering and screaming at me.
This experience clearly was a wake-up call for AGP. It changed his morals and made him a better person. If there were demons jumping around calling out my name saying "You're mine, you're next," that would change me too. Seeing his deceased relatives and friends sounds amazing. He must have enjoyed that part. It's something many could only wish for. The bright light, like you said, many have experienced the same thing. It's also insane to think that his daughter came screaming at him to live, succeeded, and made him become conscious. Something the doctors thought was impossible. In this video titled "The Confederate Soldier," AGP talks about seeing the ghost of this soldier when he was a kid.
One time when I was young, Mom and Daddy brought us out here one night. Used to like to come to the battery, you know, at nighttime. Especially in the summertime, it's hot. And it's about the same area, right by this cannon. And we walk in, you know it. I'm playing, I'm a little fella, I'm about 10-year-old, 10-year-old. And I come running down to the battery where the man is over there. You can't get him there. But there was a man in a Confederate uniform right here. And
like you saw a person standing there?
No, I saw he was standing here. I mean, full flesh. And he was standing here, and he had this damn thing that used to, like you would light these motherfuckers with, you know? And I thought it was some kind of reenactment, you know? So I was standing over there and I watch him, and he's just doing this. Back and forth. He was just standing there, he just stood there. I mean, he had the uniform, the hat, everything. So I said, damn. Well, I didn't say damn, but I was too little to say damn. I said, Mama, Daddy, look at the guy, they're having a war here. Dad said, they ain't having no war where? I said, I got a cannon over there. He said, how do you know? I said, because there's a man with there's a Confederate soldier standing there with a thing, lighting the cannon and making it blow. Dad said, show me, son. Dad, we come around here. Wasn't nobody here. Daddy started asking people about it, and they said, well, there ain't no Confederate soldier been around here. And one little old man came from over there. He says, you saw Private Jones. And I said, he was a Confederate soldier? He said, yeah. He was one of the Confederate soldiers that was shooting at Fort Sumter, right? And when Fort Sumter was firing back, the bomb blew up the cannon and he died. It blew him up. And they say you can see him every now and then here lighting this cannon, shooting bombs over to Fort Sumter. True story.
The way he explains it seems like Grandpa was fascinated by this soldier. The man who told AGP the history, name and demise of the soldier added to this fascination. As you can see from all these videos, AGP has had a handful of paranormal experiences. Seeing ghosts and being attacked during sleep paralysis I can relate to. Anyway, that's it. And remember, he didn't talk about these things for attention. He talked about them because they happened.